She said it so matter-of-factly, like it was law. I'm not letting go of my ex. Deal with it. I didn't flinch. I smiled calmly, the weight of clarity settling in. Okay, I said. I knew you'd understand. Her face relaxed, relieved, and I added, I'll go solo from here. Confusion flickered across her eyes. What does that mean? I let it land. It means you keep your ex. I keep my dignity. Goodbye. Silence, shock. You're breaking up with me? She whispered, disbelief in her voice. I was 29, just ending a 2-year relationship over a conversation that lasted maybe 3 minutes, yet it felt like a lifetime compressed into that moment. We met through mutual friends at a barbecue. Instant chemistry. What followed was fast, intense. Within a month, we were staying over at each other's places. Within 2, it was official. She was brilliant, funny, electric in her creativity, a graphic designer with endless stories of client absurdities, a whirlwind of energy that drew people in. Everything felt solid, unshakable, until 6 weeks ago when her ex resurfaced. They had dated for 4 years before me, and she had been clear about why it ended. He wasn't ready to grow up, quitting jobs, chasing dreams that didn't include responsibility, the typical musician stereotype. She wanted stability. I understood. Exes exist. It wasn't a problem. But then he called, texted, sent apologies. He claimed change, stability, a real job in sound engineering. She showed me the messages. She said she wanted closure, reasonable, a coffee, once, then twice a week, then daily. Good morning texts, late night conversations, memes, inside jokes, his name constantly lighting up her phone. I mentioned it gently at first. You and your ex are talking a lot lately. Deflection. We're just friends now. Adults can be friends with exes. Fine, but the scale was off, obvious. Texting him more than me? Classic deflection again. I let it slide. Last week she canceled our Friday dinner last minute, claiming exhaustion. I said nothing, understood, empathized. Hours later, an Instagram story. Her at a concert, ex in tow, wearing the dress meant for our night. I saved the image silently. Saturday she acted normal, brushing off questions about her night. Oh, I felt better after some alone time. Cool, no apology, no acknowledgement, just justification. My patience held as I processed it. Tuesday arrived, both of us working from home. Her ex called, she answered immediately, disappeared into my bedroom. 43 minutes of private conversation while I watched the clock and my composure grow thin. When she returned, calm, smiling, I said, we need to talk about your ex. She rolled her eyes, posture stiff. You lied about Friday. You're prioritizing him. Private calls in my own apartment. This isn't friendship. You're controlling. No, he's not just some friend. He's your ex, emotionally entwined with you. Arms crossed, she shrugged. So what? You giving me an ultimatum? I'm saying your actions disrespect us. You're choosing him. Deal with it or don't. But I'm not changing. She smiled, almost proud. Good, I knew you'd understand. That's why I love you. I paused, calm. I understand you're choosing him. I'll go solo from here. Shock registered, then panic. Wait, you're breaking up with me? Yes, over your lies, over prioritizing him, over telling me to deal with disrespect. I'm done. Tears, anger, disbelief, full waterworks, accusations of overreaction, claims I'd regret it, that no one would tolerate my jealousy. She gathered her things, muttering, leaving the apartment with a final, entitled flourish. Door closed, locked, silence, relief. Within hours, the storm hit again. Calls from her, then her sister, then her best friend, then her mother. Each a new escalation, tears, manipulations, pleas, ultimatums, claims of unfairness. I documented it all. Screenshots, voicemails, messages, evidence, clarity, armor. I didn't respond. I couldn't. My boundaries were clear. Lies, emotional cheating, disregard for respect. This was her choice. Friday, she appeared in my building lobby at 7 a.m., disheveled, carrying coffee, expecting conversation. I walked past. She followed, tears, protestations, justifications. My response was absolute. We're done. Consequences exist. Emotional cheating, Repeated lies and the prioritization of someone else over our relationship are not negotiable. The therapist line, the pleas for team communication, they were irrelevant. My choice was mine. Escalation continued. Facebook posts, public defamation, threats from family, attempts to breach physical boundaries, manipulated pleas for self-harm as leverage. I consulted a lawyer, restraining order options, documentation protocols, advice, do not engage. She sent a handwritten manifesto demanding reconciliation, claiming my stubbornness destroyed us. I photographed it, forwarded it to my friend, labeled it the audacity. No response. Boundaries reinforced. Legal avenues prepared. Through it all, I stayed calm, detached, unshaken. Relief replaced the anger because clarity emerged. I had left a toxic, manipulative cycle. My dignity intact, my peace preserved. For 3 weeks, I had second-guessed myself, wondered if I was overreacting. Now validation came not from her, but from my own perception and reality. I wasn't paranoid. I wasn't cruel. I had finally walked away from emotional deceit. The messages, calls, posts, ultimatums, they were hers. My responsibility was self-respect. I am done. I will order pizza, play video games, exist without intrusion or manipulation. I am free. I will not justify my decision to anyone who cannot comprehend integrity, honesty, and respect. And if further attempts come, legal measures will enforce the boundaries she refuses to honor voluntarily. This is the culmination of clarity, consequence, and control. I chose me. She chose chaos. The world will witness, but I will remain untouched. Peace has its price, and I paid it willingly.